Howdy, Calm Farmers, and welcome back to the Calm Farm. Calmly farming rice and vegetables every damn night. Oh shit, I accidentally... That's single player. Well, don't worry. There we go. Remember, if you're tuning in live, skip to the end. Get to the end of the stream. Get to the present moment. If you want to comment, request new items, information, etc., get to the end of the stream. It's over there. If you're watching dead after the event, I know there are a whole lot of you. I want to say how wonderful it is to see you all. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight, we are going to be doing some farming. It's harvest day. And we've got a whole lot of rice to pull in. Not to mention horses to ride, clean, and feed. Not to mention... This is multiplayer now, right? Yes. Not to mention the new beet undertaking is about to go down. Fresh beets ready for the harvest. So brace yourselves for that. Look at them there. I mean, hopefully they're ready to harvest. They might not be. There is a chance. Anyway, we'll see. We'll begin this stream with the setting of the sun. I'll play the last post. Da, 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 da. Okay, that's enough of that. No disrespect to any of our Anzacs who died in World War I or II. To those who died in Vietnam, if you were conscripted for that, I'm sorry. Respect to you. To any of the volunteer soldiers who went over to any of the subsequent wars, you knew what you're doing. You got paid. Sorry, you got fooled by our imperialist overlords. Signed up for a fool's errand. And got traumatized for that. Sure, in some way you meant well. I hope all imperial wars come to an end soon. Good start to the broadcast today. Very calm beginning. This rice is ready to harvest. That's nice. I'm going to take Mr. Fast for a ride. An early morning ride in the forest with Mr. Fast. Very hard to do of an evening, but here we are. Beautiful creature, Mr. Fast. A sunrise ride with the horse of our dreams. His name is Mr. Fast. Oh, yeah. Let's check these out. Okay, the red beets are ready to harvest. That's good news. And the green beans are still growing. Okay. Dang. Well, they can wait another month or so, I suppose. The red beets we should probably get across pulling them in. We're harvesting them to feed to the horses. The horses crave root crops, I've been told. And beetroot, root crops is what they want, root crops is what they'll get. That's just how things work around here. We'll return Mr. Fast to his stable. Fastly. Give him a brush. Easy, Mr. Fast. Okay. And very quickly we'll ride Mr. Rubber's horsey back. There we go. And maybe get down there and harvest these beets real quick. Okay. Do 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 do. The fuck? Ready to harvest. It's extremely confusing. sworn we needed to home top those things, but alright. Okay. So it is working. That's good. We didn't actually need a home topper for that at all. Kind of frustrating, but alright. Fuck. Okay. Fuck's sake. Oh, the pain of it all. There we go. There we go. Alright. Sort of successful. Hmm. Hmm. Hello, Mr. Sambol. Happy Sunday, dude. How's it going? I'm actually over that shit. Little Rob, a delic. The delicacy. You're here in time to witness our first ever harvest of red beets. Gave a whole stack of these things to the horsies just now. Then I'm going to drop the rest to the canning factory to turn into some sort of canned goods. I'm sure that the canning factory will have something to do with them. Fog running hard, you know, early summer, always a foggy situation. Rob, they're eating red beets. They won't eat sugar beets, they'll eat red beets. And even then, because we've only got 5 horses, they eat at an incredibly slow rate. And I mean incredibly. So we've actually got more food than we'll need for a long time. But we have entered into the world of root crops now. So I think beets and, for my money, radishes have to be a big part of our future. And so they should be, Rob. They shouldn't be like, oh, you know, it's our generation. We were raised, be grateful. Oh, you know, didn't you know that there's hungry kids in Africa who would eat that stuff that you don't want to eat? And it's like, no, our horses are not going to be raised that way. We're breaking that cycle. These horses are getting raised in the gentle parenting fashion where it's like, well, you don't want beets? That's okay, honey. We've got oats, we've got hay, we've got straw, and you can have any of them, and you can have whichever ones you want, and we love you no matter what. That's the attitude that we're taking to these horsies. That's the upbringing that these horsies are in line for. And they're going to be school shooters to a man. That's not funny. That's not they're going to be shooting up that riding school the moment they can get their hands on a car. Well, I've cracked myself up, Rob. I've cracked myself up. Yeah. Okay, so we've dropped the beets off here at the canning factory, our excess beets, of which I think there are a few thousand litres. I think there's, probably 12,000 litres of spare beet. Let's just have a little looky-loo. Look at that, preserved food, beetroot. We're going to be turning out some preserved beets. 100 red beets makes for 145 preserved food beetroots. And we have dropped off 10,000 litres of beet. So what's the maths on that? 10,000 litres of beet should make 4,500 units of preserved beetroot, so probably 4 or 5 pallets. I wonder what they're selling for. Let's see what kind of money we're netting off this little scheme. Preserved food beetroot is making for, wow, parsnip soup. That's interesting. Preserved food beetroot, $500 a pop. Okay, it's relatively cheap. I know. It takes all the fucking stink out of it, doesn't it? So how do you make parsnip soup? Preserved food parsnip. Where do you get parsnip soup from? Is my question. Because up here there's parsnip soup. canned beans, jarred green bean, kimchi, noodle soup, preserved food beetroot, preserved food carrot, preserved food parsnip. Huh? Am I missing something here? The fuck? Rubber, going good. Just harvested the red beets. Dropped a whole mess of them off here at the canning factory. 10,000 litres to be fair. And we're just trying to solve a bit of a mystery here, mate. When I was looking up the sale price of preserved beetroot, look at this. Red beet soup is also something that you can create. Red beet soup. But all we've got the option for is preserved food beetroot. How do we make soup? Is there a soup factory that we're not somehow aware of? I'm going to look this up. How to make red beet soup. Not real life, you idiotic AI. Shut up. FS25. We need a soup factory. Where the fuck do you build a soup factory from? Construction. Factories. Be under S, I imagine. Sugar mill, debris crusher, tailor shop. Soup factory, there it is. $400,000. Takes goods and transforms them into different products. Soup. People are going to say 400k is a lot of money. But we're talking about soup. So is it really that much money? I mean, we could put it up in the hills. Try. What stage of madness is this that we're in? It'd be too loud to have up next to the horses there. Soup. We could move the eggs and stuff. No. Could put it there, but it doesn't fit quite. Soup, we could move those things and put it there. Bauhaus. Does have something of that, doesn't it? Soup factory. $400,000. Zup Zup soup. Zup Zup Zup. Trader sign Zoopy. That's upsetting. Very upsetting. Guess we would put it up here. Fuck. Industrialized, Rob, I know. Maybe we move it off prop. Maybe we move that over here next to the... I mean, we would have to purchase more stuff. Could create a little industrial area there. Or there. Alright, everyone just hang loose 1 second. I thought I heard a knock. I must be losing my mind. No. Yeah. Inner workings. I mean, that is an interesting concept. There's already the... Do we open Zup Zup? Do we open a little industrial area of our own? Kind of on the outskirts of our property. Zup Zup Soup. We would install a dairy perhaps. Sale point. Oh, Mr. Rubber's on deck. Could open a farmer's market. It's a sale point of our own. It's interesting. Anyway. Beets. We've dropped off the beets. That's the story. Rob, what have you been up to? Rubber, tell me everything. What's going on out there? Kind of sucks that we would have to create our own factory. I would like, obviously, to be able to... Can we build that on... I mean, it looks kind of like we might be able to... If hypothetically we could afford it. Where is this? I need to find an affordable one. No, yeah, we can't. No. Nice one, Rubber. Me too. I managed to send some emails that I've been meaning to. I managed to do my laundry. I managed to wipe out the interior of my work car. And that's about all I got to today. I checked the beans. They're not ready to go yet. That might be a tomorrow thing. And I'd say for next season, maybe it'll just be parsnips and red beets. That way we can get a little bit of food up to the horses, and then we can get a little boost to our money via the canning factory. Yeah, fair enough, Rubber. The New Day theory is so accurate. Tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. It's always a day away. Rubber, we should probably, if you want to jump in the big harvester, the rice fields are ready to harvest. That'll just be me and you, I guess. I'll maybe grab the Volvo, hook it up to the 3-in-1, and we can use the big Volvo for just until Yaz and Bella get here. Just for the big fields, I'll just set it up in the center of the big fields, and we'll be able to use that instead of running kind of frantic laps with the dog trucks. Unless Bella or Yaz or someone else comes out to join us. And I'll leave this in the middle here. Alright, and I'll put away some of the gear. But yeah, if you jump in the big harvester and just walk her down to the major fields, I'll put this gear, well, I don't actually really need to put this gear away. I can just probably leave it right here. I'll get this thing and drag her over here as well. Although, no, we can actually return that. Alright. Ah, nice one. Jealous that you've got another Sunday. My week begins anew tomorrow. Which is always a wonderful thing, you know. Good bit of kit, the beet harvester, eh? It's a serious little rigatoni. It's the beet and bean harvester. Oh, I just realised I'm going to have to move something out your way, Mr. Rubber, so don't mind me. I'll just jump out that. And get this out of your way, mate. There you go. And I'll get the... Oh, you've got the other harvester out for me. Thank you. I'll get down there and ready to go. And then I'll go fetch the Volvo and the 3-in-1. Either of the big ones, Rubber. Either of them. Get in there and start ripping and tearing. Rob, if you're looking for work, we've got 2 harvesters to run. And eventually, no, just the 2 harvesters. Get that one down there. Ah, nice one, Rob. I won't worry about the... I'll just stay in the dog truck then. Alright. Now, if any young dogs come and join us, even dare to come and join us, I'm going to accept this harvest contract. We'll get them on that. Because we can also throw... No, we can't. I lied. Okay. Can we? Yes, we can. The scrub harvester. We'll throw them at that, make them earn their money. Again, just if any of these young bucks think they can be smart asses and come get a piece of the action. Alright. So, what am I saying here? When your best friends ride, try to holler at me. I don't want no scrubs. Scrubs is a guy who won't get no, yay. Taking in a whoa, no, yay. Whoa, no, yay. Woody, whoa, no, yay, yay. Okay, so whenever you need to unload that thing, Mr. Rubber, I will simply back this one up in here. Very simply, back this one up in here with no stress or concern. There we go. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, nice one, Rob. Oh, they're the 2 bean mods, I'm sorry. We will be deleting them next month, I guarantee it. Okay, there you go. That is in position for you, Mr. Rubber. We've got the dog truck in position for Mr. Rob. I'll get that running for him anywho. There we go. So we'll have Rob doing the top 6, Mr. Rubber copping into the 2 majors. We've got separate loading devices. Alright. Very good. Very, very good. Is there a straw option for... Oops. Okay. Oh. Rob, which console... are you on console? Yes, you are. You're on the PS. I forgot. Alright. We're going to have to... Fuck, I knew that'd fuck us over. God damn it. Because we're on... this young guy, Dell, convinced us to get into P's. We've downloaded a mod. Yeah, I was going to say. Well, I thought that we would be doing that P thing in 1 month. Instead, we've kind of... It's taken 2 extra months to do it. God damn it. Alright, let me look at this. There's the 1 month for long grain. Maybe we jump out, we return the lease thing. Yeah. We'll have to... We'll jump back in. Alright. This is going to be fine. We'll jump out, we'll jump back in, Mr. Rubber. No, that's alright, Rob. All good. I think it's impossible to work around, but we can... It's much easier, I think, just to return the devices, delete the mod, or turn off the mod, jump back in the game. It'll take us like 3 minutes. And then we can get you out here, get you working. Sitting in the passenger side of the best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. And then you're right, we can get Bella G out here as well. This makes more sense, I think. And then when it comes time to do that harvest, tomorrow or whenever, it'll just be a much simpler matter of jumping out, jumping in. Alright, decision made. Mr. Rubber, park your keister, meester. And get ready to load back in. I'm sure I saved before I did that. I'm sure of it. Trying to holler at me. There we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 down down. Do down down down. Do 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 down. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. It's low-genuinely a banger. Fuck, did I just do this? I did. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Mr. fucking Rubber. Okay, that's my bad. I took us back to the fucking start of that. That's okay. We're going to have Mr. Sambol on deck. I can't believe I just fell for the no save fail. Fool. Lost a full 15 minutes of work there. To my own foolishness. I just ran over some ditch beans just this second, Mr. Rubber. Alright, we're going to recover. We're going to easily recover from this. Move this piece of shit out the way. Good idea, Rubber. Always a good idea. If you can cover up, if you can blame it on someone else, bang, do it. There's a chance I might have to take over the parking of the devices, but that's okay. Stuck. Okay, got it. There you go. Alright, sorry Mr. Rubber, you're in. Alright. Set up again. Get Rob into the fold. And get the heck to work. Beans may well be in the never again pile after this experience. We'll be doing a very limited run of beans. One time only. It's fun to do a one time only type thing, you know. Yeah, limited edition. They'll become collector's items. Makers Farms canned beans for one season. 60 pallets. And that's it. It'll probably be more like 6 pallets looking at the numbers. It will not be a big run of beans. Okay. Deja vu, Mr. Rubber. Time is a flat circle, etc. Oh, jeez Louise, what the fuck is wrong with me? Sorry, Rob, as well. I've got your harvester set up there, pointed where it's got to be pointed. Thank you, Mr. Rubber. Appreciate that. I shall now execute this turn with 100% calmness. Yep, jump in that Fenty. Start doing the top 6. I'll get you a loading vehicle just as soon as I have passed this test of calmness with flying colors. There we go. Back this down to Mr. Rubber here. Every now and then I face hubris. You know, I am prideful of my ability to reverse these devices. Every now and then I face hubris. And I must say, I do not like it. Things I like: electric Volvos, harvesting with the boys. Things I dislike: hubris. Other such Roman concepts. I just don't like the feeling. So these guys are out of the way. There's your loading vehicle just here at the end of that row, Rob. Mr. Rubber's set up with that one. Bango, bango. In the meantime, I'm going to do some research into beet harvesting. Fuck. Alright. So it's going to be a slower and less enjoyable harvesting process, but it'll be cheaper. Much cheaper. So this one, one of these is going to be used only in conjunction with a... This one seems to have a small store. No, that one looks like it. That is actually designed to handle crate loading. Maybe this is the one. Yeah, it's got a small storage bin. That'll be the option for us, I think. Ah, Jay Greer, lovely to see you there. Wonderful day here on the farm. We are joined by Mr. Sambal, the Rob Adeleke, the Deleke, operating the Fenty here. And as always, Mr. Rubber is out here for a shift, running the Fent, the big harvester. It's rice harvesting day. It's kind of satisfying to watch from above as the two devices kind of tinker around up there. Now, Mr. Rubber will be loading into this big girl here, the 3-in-1. And we're going to have Rob loading into the dog truck. When they're full, I'll race them over to the flour mill. And when the flour mill's full, I'll bring them to our little double setup of silos here. That's the plan. I'll actually pull that up onto the thing for you, Rob, make it a little easier. Actually, I'll also stay out of your way. How you doing there, Greer? What's going on? Lovely to see you again. Thanks for returning to the fold. Now, meantime, there is stuff that I should do, such as load flower, the eternal task of the Rice Dog Millionaire. Oops, went a little wrong. Okay. Yeah, what's going on in Greer World? Pretty good. It's Sunday here, Greer, so I'm doing real good. Tempted to say I'm living the dream. I did sweet FA today. Just slacked off really, and no, not true. I sent an email I was meant to send. Did some laundry I've been meaning to do. That's about it. Haven't gone anywhere. Made a phone call. Had a nice long phone call with a friend. Keeping it pretty calm, to be honest. This poll here is always confounding me. Never know quite how to deal with it. And try a new technique. This might work. Oh yeah. Alright. New palette loading technique unlocked, potentially. That's exciting. What continent are you on there, Greer? You don't have to tell us if you're not comfy spreading personal information, of course. Oh yeah. That sounds beautiful. Perfect, really. Excellent start to the day. Glad for you. Shoot. Making a bit of a meal out of this one. There we go. game over, right? It really, I mean, loading this stuff, it really is all about the getting that 4-stack. It's worth spending a few seconds zeroing in on, you know, a minute spent zeroing in on that can save you a bunch of time, in my humble experience. It's all about getting those 4. They don't have to be perfectly aligned, but it sure doesn't hurt. Sunday morning coffee. Oof, and a bit of farm sim. Gorgeous. Put a bit of a smile in my heart there, Greer. I like the sound of that a lot. Check out how the boys are doing. Okay, pretty good. And still good there as well. Very nice, very nice. Mr. Sambal moving on to the next field up. We like to see it. Mr. Rubber making his first dump of the day. Excellent. Excellent. It's good. I've still got a few minutes to put the touches on this, if I can. It's a very exciting day, Greer. Rice harvest. It really is the day that kind of, well, I'd say the day that most defines us is the rice planting. When we plant the rice and it's sitting there ungrown, just lying in the, you know, subterranean, that's a humbling day, because it's like you do all this work and then you're just left looking at dirt. But today, yeah, Rob said it. It's fun to work the machines. You haul in all your hard work pays off. You know, I'm here bloody ripping in piles of flour. It's just a great day. We're about to make our first big drop of rice here to the flour mill, and you'll get a sense of what it's all about then, I think. Great. It really is a, yeah, great time on the farm. Sun's out, summery conditions, flowers blooming, the whole story. We didn't, Greer. We failed at that little task. But, you know, if there's one thing I've learned about farm sim, is that you've got to take a lot of L's. And taking them with grace, and, you know, just, we could have really struggled and strived for it, but it probably would have, it's probably better for us to just stay focused on the rice. And we'll get them next year, you know. Next year we'll get a sorghum harvest off the ground, and yeah, that'll be fun. Patience, delayed gratification. that the word? Yeah. Delayed gratification. I'm going to duck over here and have a quick look. Oh yeah. We got 53,700 litres there. Oh shoot, I keep running over those ditch beans we've been growing, but no matter. I'll pull this up here for you, Mr. Rob. I'll give you a little close-up of the workings of the rice harvester. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Just fresh rice. You can see it there on the stalk. Just getting absolutely ripped into the machine there. It's really fun. And I'll duck down for a quick looky-loo here. Oh yep, 13,000 litres of rice there, so yeah, we're making excellent progress. Might even try and pull this up into the main field there. Yep, agreed, Rubber. Agreed. This is our big harvester. This thing's our pride and joy that Mr. Rubber's operating here. The Class 69. Just pulling in hot quantities of rice. Look how tall it is as well. It's nice to run in the rice field and just feel it swishing around your ankles. Making great progress there, Mr. Rubber. And Mr. Sambo as well, killing it. Yeah, really good. I've been left a little short of tasks. It'll all come at once. Once these loads start hitting. So we've got Rob on the. It is really only a slightly smaller device, this one, but it makes more sense for the small device to operate up in the small fields, just because they are actually, as you can see, it's kind of precarious. If you drive the harvester off these things, you can come a cropper. Some smaller fields up there like that. There would actually be a discussion about putting a field up here, I suppose, but got enough rice as it is. Molto bene. It's looking pretty good here. I'll get that ute out of your way, mate. I just realised that's underfoot. My apologies. And just ignore these ditch beans. If they get run over, I think we can just, I don't want to say just ditch beans, but they are just beans that we planted in the ditch. I don't know how they got the name ditch beans, but I like it. Might have been a Mr. Rubber name, that one. Oh, here, I'll pull over and give you a better chance. You got it. The expert jockey, Mr. Rob. Done a lot of harvests. I like that name, Mr. Rubber, the Ditchbanes. Sounds like a punk band. Alright. Rob back on empty. I'll pull this back over to the... Okay. Rob, we've all stacked a few harvesters, Rob, you know, we're all guilty of that, mate. So this one's nearly full. Let's scoot over here for a... Alright. Do you want me to pull alongside you there and unload you as you move, Mr. Rubber? That might save us a little time. Keep you in the game. I think your device might be tall enough that the pipe will reach into the 3-in-1 here. We'll get our precious Volvo a bit dirty, but it might be good for it, you know. You might actually have to pull her down the other side of the thing now I think of it. Oh yeah, yeah. We had the same thought at the same time, Mr. Rubber. Is it going to be high enough? Yes. Look at this. Wonderful. Teamwork. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, no, this trailer will hold 3 or 4 loads worth, I imagine. Oh, yep, I just saw that, Mr. Rubber. I pulled you off your line, mate. My apologies. Okay. It's alright, we got a full load off you there. That's good. I will position myself over here. Jump back in the dog truck. Okay. Rob just about done up there. Haul road's good, Rob. They, you know, they keep giving me more weeks of work, so I guess I mean, I don't think that means they like me necessarily, but they like the way I run a haul road, which is good. It's a very, very busy sort of key point in the project, and yeah, I would say I'm very flattered that, because they gave me my next week's work. I put in for a day off at the end of next week. I'm going to go play this show with Phil Spiteri down in Sydney. They gave me the 4 days. They asked what I was doing. I said I was playing a show. They said, that's cool. And, you know, they want me back the week after. So it's just, I'm very flattered that they like my work. Because I've been bounced around, I would say, a lot in this job, or been, as far as like running the show myself, I've been bounced around a lot, and that's pretty normal. But then to be assigned a more permanent role. It's a big compliment. Come get amongst it, Brantley. Come get amongst it, bud. Oops. There we go. Alright, nice. I'm going to go dump this off. Brantley, by way of jobs today, it might be a case of me and you finding a contract to do. Because I'm sort of struggling to... All the work's going to Rob and Rubber right now. And oh yes, please, Rob, if you could, mate, get out there. Or Brantley, I'll chuck you on the cultivator. No, never mind. We got work for you. Get out here. Got key work actually. Can't believe I forgot about that. So what you just seen here as well, Greer, is the, I guess a nice one. The first dump of the season, 13,000 litres into the flour mill here. We already have. It looks like we already had about 40,000 litres sitting there, so I think it's going to be a pretty, like a bumper season, so to speak. The rice quantities are way up, Rob, way up. Map name is Hutan Pantai. M-A-C-R-E-S is the server you're looking for. M-A-C-R-E-S. I could also chuck you in another harvester if we leased one. Let me have a look at the price on that. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Rubber. The password, Brantley, is truck, T-R-U-C-K. I think we do this. It's going to cost us next to nothing to lease another one. We probably should have a third harvester in operation. Yeah. Or alternately, me and Brant, we keep the two harvesters set up and me and Brantlos just get stuck in to some cultivation. Maybe that's the play. Cultivation or... Wow. There is a 12k cultivation job available. That's the shout. This is what we do. Yeah, we've got our answer. The farm dog is on. Brantley, tonight you've got me, Mr. Sambol, and Mr. Rubber. It's the all boys crew. We've had 2 nights of that now. No Yaz, no Bella, no Bella. I was going to say, Rubber, once any of the fields get done, it has a, you're right, it has a tumbling effect. We just need to bash out one of the fields, and then once the big, also once the small harvester is done with the top fields as well, it all just falls into place. Farm dog, bonjour, howdy, hello, and follow me, mate. Yaz, I think, has hit up a protest or maybe some sort of food. She's doing some good work. Here, you jump in this one, farm dog. You're in the big boy, baby. I'll lead the way in that little piece of junk. I think she's maybe doing some sort of food kitchen. Or potentially at an anti-war protest. It was one of the two. The woman's a saint. A goddamn saint. Follow me, Brantley. Do. Where'd you go, Brant? I lost you. Oh yeah. Me and you are heading out to earn some real money for the farm. When you go put 12k in the bank. Everyone's complaining about the money. It's time we solve that issue. Brantley? Are you out, my playboy? Oh, Brantley, no. Don't drive through the fields, dude. What are you doing? Brantley, stop. The fuck? Brant. Dude. Brant loss. That is a cardinal sin, my dude. Brantley, when there's rice in the fields, don't drive a tractor on it. Brantley, look at this. That's precious rice. I'm not angry, Brantley, but that is some irresponsible driving. And please, in the future, do not drive on the rice fields with any of the devices. Stick to the roadway, especially when you're on the property, because that's, you know, that's a big hit to the rice quantity that we're trying to hand in this month, and that's our main game. So easy to let the moment get away from you. I understand. But, you know, just, you whip that cultivator around, come find me and we'll get back to work. But I hope that that's a lesson learned for you, to please don't drive on the fields, especially on our property. And even when it's not rice season, it's just a good habit to stay off the fields and drive slow when you're on the property as well, because this rice is precious to us, dude. Precious. All right, enough said. I think I'm just on the field up ahead of you, or in the roadway, sorry. You'll see me shortly. There you are. All right. So just truck along behind me. I'll show you where we're going. I think we drive behind here. And here we are. We're cultivating this one. It's a $13,000 contract, so we got some good money coming our way from it. But yep, just bloody jump on and get going, son. Get hacking. And if anyone joins us, this is good. If anyone joins us like Yaz or Bella, we've got this task to throw them at. Yeah. Plus with the three of us doing it, it'll just take no time. If you jump on that big chunk there, Brantley, I'll do this little, I'll square away this little chunk over here. The fog, yeah, no, heavy fog, especially in summertime. Beginning of summer, here on Hutan Pantai is, it's deadly sometimes, you know. Sometimes you don't know rice from fucking what's going on. Brantley, I hope you and I are cool. I'm sorry I just the moment when I saw you in the rice was just like poof, I had a brain explosion. I just saw your comment. Don't worry about it, Brantley. I appreciate the apology. Very grown up of you, but you're all good, matey. Just you know, we've all done it plenty of times. One of those things you just got to do before you. I'm like that as well. I got to touch this. You know, if someone says, "Hey, that stove's hot," I got to touch the stove to see. You know, I'm one of those people, so I fully understand. And while we're doing this, Rob, just let me know if those bloody if your tippers are getting full, and I'll come empty you out. I'm going to check in on him actually. There he is, the Brantwood. Hello. I'll come and get a little row in your stead. Oops. Oh. Hello. Is that Mr. Brantley? Howdy, partner. Let's get it, baby. You lead the way. Just jump in there behind you. You see me rolling, they hating, controlling, trying to catch me right and dirty. Yeah. And I sneer down upon those farmers. Whoop, sorry Brantley, I'll get off your tail, mate. the ones doing it without crop destruction on, I look down upon them as cowards and fakes, you know. Because to me, if the crops can't be destroyed, are they even real crops? It's like if, you know, if you had a flower that couldn't die, is it even a real flower? Or is it a fake plastic flower? You know what I mean? What do you think about that? That's the kind of deep thoughts I have while I'm out here, Greer. Big questions. Thoughts, ideas. Things of that nature. Brantley, also, how is your tractor running? Do you need, I've noticed you've got the thin tires on, that's my fault. Let me know if you need some tire weights or anything like that, and I'll run you out a different device. Words, Rob, words. Sorry, Brantloss, we've got the under 21 rule regards the mic. "100% agree, Greer. 100% agree. Brantley, one of the cooler farmers around. He's a recent and very welcome addition. Sorry, Brantley, it's a firm rule. If you're under 21, you're off the mic, baby. You gotta type out your words like some sort of typing monkey. Sorry. I don't make the rules. I do make the rules, but once I've made them, as tempting as it may be, I try not to break them. That rule's in place because of just the experiences I've had on gaming online. And you know, there was a young dog I used to play Red Dead Redemption with, and he was, I think, 15 when we were playing together. And at first he wanted to be on mic, and I wasn't really into it. And because we had it was just an open server, whoever could come on that. And anyway, we still write to each other to this day. I think he's now 21. So it's nice to have a written, it's nice to have to think a second and then type it out, instead of just talking shit like me. But yeah, I know it's a pain, Brantley, and thank you for playing along. Alright, Brantley, I'm going to go back to my little patch, mate. I think it's always interesting, what you can see about someone when they game without a mic. It's just like Mr. Rubber, never been on mic, and yet oh, okay, Rob. I do have a very full picture of his personality. It's an interesting thing. Oh, sorry, Rob. Shoot. Oh, dang. It looks like this field we might have forgot to water one of the days. Oh, how irresponsible of me. It's all the excitement and the horseplay. See, this is a bit of a bad look here. Where's your pipe there? Oh yeah, gotcha, Rob. I gotcha. So Greer, if you forget to water one of the fields, some of the crops die. Terribly sad and bad look. Isn't that a bummer, Rob? That's on me. I know we all water the fields together, but I do think it's sort of it does fall to me, I think, if the fields don't get watered. I think I can take the blame for that. Alright. There you go, Rob. Yeah, me and Mr. Rob are pretty close friends. I would certainly love to meet him in person one day. Me and Rob have played. Rob was in this. Rob was in the. Oh wait, your harvest is not on, Rob. Rob was in the. Sorry. Rob was in the Red Dead posse for years. We have been gaming together, I would say, for maybe 10 years now, and we do hang out anytime I go to Northern England. Anytime I go to Northwest England, me and Rob sit down for a can of Coke and a conversation, and it's really, really nice. I do really like meeting up with people I game with. It's fun. I might go empty. How are you holding for space there, Mr. Rubber? I might, if you pop that pipe, I'll grab a bit of a Lodos from you, just while you're facing the outward direction there. And then I might run this into the thing. This will be a big hit of rice, 50k. Okay, nice. Here, pop that in my, pop that pipe, and I'll fucking just run her on in. Okay. Alright. That'll do me. Agreed, Rob. There's something about meeting friends that you make on the internet IRL. There's something really cool about it. Auto steer? No. No, apparently. And cowardice takes many forms, but auto steer I'm okay with. Also, I will say, when Yaz and Bella are on the stream, and me, we should try and keep the use of that word to the fucking... It's one of those ones that's slowly slipping out of acceptable range. It's a word I use sometimes by accident, but I'm trying to stop. Just to bring, just to let you know where I'm at. And I feel like I'm on your tail today. Brantley. You just do you, bud. You do you. You're one of the good ones, so don't worry about a goddamn thing. Rob, I might, once you do that left-hand lane, I might see if I can grab another load off you. And then... Oops. Oopsie. Brantley, we did not. We're still just the horses. Basically, the plan here is once we've got our money right, got these fields harvested, and got them cultivated, I say that's when we jump in and start thinking about the goat fold, or at least clearing some space up on the top prop. Bit of log work, I would say. Probably on the horizon, if you're down. But yeah, it takes money, and once winter's here, I think winter time is a really good time for us to undertake those sort of things. Goats is the next one we want, Brantley. Goats. But goats are going to cost cash. Bella, I think she might have picked... I think if Bella can pick up a Sunday shift, she'll do it. Yeah, good question, Rubber. Did you... Oh, surely, Brantley, you've been here since the horses got installed. I feel certain about that. Why has it been a full week since we've seen you? If not, the end of this harvest is going to be exciting because we'll take you and Rob to each purchase a horse. Two new horsies in the prop. Oh, Brantley, we got to get this work done today, dude. That's fun. Two fresh horsies for the horse fold. So Rob, once you're done with that one, the boot is your next port of call, please. And I'll set the dog truck off to the side here. I'll get back over there and keep helping out Brantmoss. He's making excellent progress, thank you. Nearly halfway there. So just doing some maths, the the wheat factory is already full, which I think is 100,000 litres of rice. We have yet to finish harvesting the majors, and we've only just about finished harvesting the top 6. Huge amount of rice on prop. It's going to be a really exciting end to rice harvest tonight, I think. And I mean, we lost a lot. It seems like we lost a lot of rice to hail and to my forgetfulness in watering the rice fields, which which I should be feathered and tarred. I can't believe that. There he is, the man himself. I was going to say, that's really exciting. And I didn't realize you hadn't actually seen it yet, Brantley. All right. Let's me and you bash through this cultivation thing, and then we got some fun stuff to show you. Do we show you the horse fold, or do we take you to pick up a horse and then yeah. And then, yeah, no, that's fun. Making good progress here as well. Very nice. I wonder, Mr. I hope one day I can come visit you in the US, Mr. Rubber. That would be really cool. Come check out your IRL farm. It's a thrilling feeling when you first meet someone off the internet. It's hard to explain. When I first met Rob, I somehow recognized you. I was surprised by that. It's just like, there he is. There's Sandbowl. I'd recognize that cowboy anywhere. Brantley, I'm on a controller. On a, I guess it's a Xbox, like a fake Xbox, a Logitech Xbox knockoff, basically. I'd love to get one of those steering wheels that they have, but I'm just not quite at that point in my life. Sadly, there are other things that I should spend my money on, like getting my brakes repaired, stuff like that. Yeah, agreed, Rob. Agreed. I am Brantley. That situation will, well, not situation, that arrangement will probably last another few months at least, I'd say. I had some life changes occur that meant that I needed to crash somewhere for a while, and very lucky that my parents own their home and have a room here for me. Blessed, I would even say. Agreed, Rubber. Agreed. There you go, Brantley. We're making some pretty good progress here. Get that chunk done. Let's duck over here, wrap this up, and we'll be chilling. Agreed, Brantley. Agreed. Yeah, that's life. Ups and downs. Totally, Greer. Totally. Very, very lucky. Very lucky dude in a zillion ways. Looking good. Also looking good. That's the trick, isn't it, Brantley? You just got to focus on the decisions, you know? Try and make good decisions, and if it goes terribly, you can just be like, well, that's just the bloody... That's how that happened. Oh yeah, we're closing in here, Brantloss. Closing in. People sneer at these tiny little cultivators, but I'm a believer. Persistence. Very blessed, Graham. I really am. And then it'll give me up, down, and back. That way we can... Okay, yep. Nice, Brantley. In that case, I'll duck off over here, and I'll go keep an eye on the crew. We can drive back together, and then we should get stuck into the these rice fields potentially. We lost a farmer? Huh. Oh yeah, Rob's out doing something. Brantley, do you want to swap into the harvesters? And me and Rob can jump on the old the bloody... Me and Rob can jump into the cultivation. Okay. This is not... Driving the small one's kind of difficult. You have to be pretty... I'll just get this one going and then throw you into it. It's easy to go awry. You just got to remember that the back wheels can damage the crops. You just want to keep those blades facing forward. Yeah. And on this boot-shaped field, the auto harvest might not be as effective. But yeah, Brantley, if you want to come jump in the Fenty, I'll wrap up that cultivation. Then we'll get you and Rob switching jobs. It's good to keep things rotating, you know. Yeah. So until you've done that outside lane, you might have to just steer yourself, and then you can go in the auto lanes after that. All right. I mean, I don't actually know how the auto lanes work, but you know what you're doing. I'll pop the dog truck in here as well, so you've got something to unload into. All right, there we go. Now I will jump in that cultivator, wherever it might be. There we go. Oh, is this one finished? It bloody is. Good stuff. Very nice. It's a good little cash hit for the crew. And jump in this one. Run it back so that Rob can get straight into the... when he returns from making tea. Okay, Rob. Do you want to jump in the Fenty here and begin the cultivation of the minor major, if you could? That major field that that Mr. Rubber just finished. Yeah. Ghost riding the tractor, mate. Ghost riding the tractor. I'm a badass like that. What can I say? And I will now jump in the other cultivator and come join you. We'll do those minor fields. This is impressive. We're getting cultivation done at the same time that we're harvesting. I love that. We might be in need of a third harvester at some point, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, it's good stuff, right, Rubber? Real good stuff. It's going to give us a few... It's going to mean the barley planting season, we can just focus on the planting. Or at least, you know, there just won't be... It'll just ease the amount of work that we have to do during winter. And mean that we can focus in on... I think we've accidentally taken a good approach this summer. We've overloaded the canning factory. We've got the extra... We've got the regular flour noodles as well as the rice flour noodles. We've got beetroots in there. We've got sugar in there. So that's going to give us a tiny bit of extra money. Plus we're ahead of schedule on the cultivation, so we won't have to spend all winter doing that. It's just going to mean that we're going to have the time to spend up in the top prop there with the horses, chopping down trees, making room for goats. It's going to bring forward that whole process. Where I think we're hopefully by the end of next winter going to have a goat barn up there. I would love for that to happen. Goat barn, maybe a little dairy. Yeah. Pure, unadulterated efficiency. The people love to see it. Okay. Apparently said enough with this damn, but alright. Oh no, that's Rob. Excellent. Cultivating while harvesting. I know the people are going to like that. Oh, well, we've nearly got a full dragon truck here. Jeez Louise. Okay, I'll wait till Brantley comes back with that. This is at 26k. Might go get a load off of Mr. Rubber. He's alright, I've read his mind. I've read Mr. Rubber's mind. You better pop that pipe, playboy. People love to see this. Just multiple devices in the frame, getting work done. Me, Mr. Rubber, Brantley over there unloading his pipe out into that fucking truck. This is what it's all about. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Peak efficiency. It's like looking at a beautiful painting for me. It brings me pure joy. Pure joy. Thanks for gaming with me today, fellas. What a slice. I think I was worrying about how my life was going. Foolishness. Fully operational farm. There's nothing better. Rob, I say that with my full chest. Cut around behind you there, Rubber. I will say, this Volvo is not doing what it's designed for here. We are on terrain that we probably shouldn't be on, but that's okay. Let's see if we can jump this little windrow here. There we go. Now, the interesting thing will be if we have the capacity for all the rice. So we're going to start probably We're potentially going to have filled the silos soon. What are we up to there? 40,000 litres in that silo. Plus I think another 13k coming from the boot now, if I'm keeping track of where Brantley's at. I don't know how much those things cost. I mean, I think they hold 100k, maybe. It might be less. Anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, but we could have an exciting quantity of rice in our hands. If we hit surplus rice, which it seems like we might do, the plan is that we will start shipping pure long grain to the canning factory and turning it into and just selling packaged rice. Which would be, yeah, a big feather in our cap, to say the least. Run this in, leave Brantley with an empty dog truck. Oops. Looks like that field there is nearly done. Holy shit. This one already has 50,000 litres of long grain in it. Ah, that's gnarly. So we currently... It looks like we're gonna be selling some straight rice this season. We're gonna have too much capacity for the farm to hold. We're gonna have a surplus of rice, to put it simply. I think, Mr. Rubber, me switching from, because previously we would have the top fields planted with short grain rice and the bottom field planted with long grain. Sorry, and then these fields planted with long grain. I think we probably need to go back to that. It's just a very fine calculation to run. Or we get into rice oil. Rice oil, not rice oil. Yeah. Or we install bigger silos and just like, yeah, I don't know. The good thing about having short grain as well as long grain was that at the start of the season you would get double the amount of rice flour until we ran out of short grain rice. Right now we're getting that sort of little surplus window filled by the barley situation. But we're also running out of rice flour at the bakery. So I think, yeah, we need to revert to a short grain, long grain combination. I think that was working. I'm glad we experimented for a few seasons here with just long grain to see if it was possible. But I think we need to go back to our old ways. All right, next season, short grain returns. As for this season, I don't bloody know what to say. Maybe we just... Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we've got enough rice to just fit in the silos. If not, we'll run loads over to the canning factory and just sell packaged rice. Be another little bonus earner for us. It's funny, the balancing act, you got to run, and you can't, it's impossible to do the maths on it because it's just too complicated. You'd have to get a calculator out, and there's no way. We've tried using calculators before, right, Mr. Sambol? We have tried. It doesn't help. Is anyone here a maths major? Spreadsheets. The issue is like even figuring out exactly what the information is. Like figuring out how much rice, how much long grain rice we can even harvest in a season is difficult. Because you think you got a number and then you forget to water one of the rice fields, and then you get hit by a hailstorm, and the numbers drive us wild. And not wild with envy, wild with anger, wild like a toddler gets when they are confused about a situation. The bad kind of wild. Check in here. Okay, field 43 is Dunsky by the look of things, and so is, wait a second, oh, Farm Dog, your next stop, my broski. Where's he off to? You in there, Farm Dog? Okay. You can finish off these little if you feel the need, or alternatively, I could stand to get you both up into the top fields, if possible. So if you do a full 180, head back down the haul road there. And then go to the other side of the two major fields. There's still 3. You'll see where Mr. Rubber is. Okay, yeah, you're doing a bit of cleanup there. I appreciate that. Once you're done with that, though, the other fields you want to hit are the top 3 at the other end of the prop up there. the far fields, the far-flung fields, and I'll drive a couple of vehicles up there. Why am I doing this? Yeah. Hey, you see me here, Mr. Mr. Brantley? If you just follow me, please, mate. You don't have to come down this middle road. I'm just doing that because it's easier in the truck. And once you're at the end of this road, you'll see Mr. Rubber up in the fields here. There's 3 of them, and they all need work. I will say these 3 fields are even more challenging, I would say, than the boot. These are difficult fields to work, just because there is a high chance that you tumble off and fall into oblivion. Fair warning. Fair warning to you. There is a chance of tumbling. But I like this fearless attitude you're taking already. That's good. And yep, there's 3 of them. You are both currently in the smallest. I'm going to bring the dog truck up here as well. Oops. Yeah. Might actually be easier if we just run the dog truck for now, just because that big one's going to be a bit difficult to unload in given the situation. Alright, Mr. Rubber's managed it, very good. Alright, everyone seems good as gold. I'll keep at my cultivating. Had enough of the combine, Brantley? Yeah. Brantley, you want to... Do you want to jump in the cultivator then, the small cultivator? And hit some of those little fields, and I'll jump in the combine. So you'll be working in the... So basically if you jump in the Fiat, the red Fiat, and cultivate those small fields, then I'll give you a shout when I need you to run the dog truck over to the silos. So you'll be doing 2 tasks, if you don't mind. It is nice, right, Grant, to have a bit of a square kind of situation, something to ease the mind a little bit. It's not always possible, but that's the nice thing about the rice fields for me, because we made them all from scratch. So where possible, I did keep straight lines, just purely for my, you know, mental stability. And because we're joined by so many new farmers on this farm, a lot of what we do is about like creating a sense of legibility, like an easy to operate, not easy, but like relatively easy farm to operate. Have we always succeeded at that? No, we have not, but we have tried. There are certain parts of the farm that are difficult to operate. Those top fields in this harvester, quite tough. If you stick around long enough, I think the next season we'll do a short grain harvest up there, and they're much smaller devices, which make a little bit more sense in fields of that size. Any thoughts, Greer, to what kind of farm you might operate if you were to run a farm sim operation? Any particular crop or livestock caught your eye? Ah, thanks, Greer. That's nice. Ah, a bit of cattle. Good American boy. They love their cattle. Yeah. Yeah, we could get into that. Trying to remember where's best. Oh yeah, up there. Might start on the top field actually. Old school cattle. I feel like we'd need to purchase a whole nother property for that. That would be a lot of work. But, you know, never rule it out. Never say never. It would be good to produce our own butter and milk. I think that's partly what we're thinking with the goats, that we want to produce our own butter. Shetland cows and chickens, yeah. There is a lot of people say that we should download the Highlands farming DLC, but I just don't want to exclude people who haven't got the $50 for it from playing multiplayer with us. I'd feel bad about that. You shouldn't need $50 to play this game, even though it looks fun. Oh, Hetland cows. Nice. So, oh, it was all coming in a pack, right? Oh, yeah. Got the money, Mr. Brantley. That's cool. See, me and Sandbowl actually ran a really nice sheep farm years ago on FS22. We used the wool to make fabric, and then we used the fabric to make clothes. We ran a huge clothing empire that was actually in place to support our canned wine empire, which was failing. So much manure, yeah, you've seen I did have a cow operation at one point, and I think Sandbowl was scarred by it. There was a lot of manure, and we were just shipping pure milk. We weren't going any further down the production chain than milk. We were just shipping pure milk and manure in an incredibly complicated set of belts. It was a weird farm. The OJ Calm farm, strangely enough. Jeez. We're closing in on being done here. Oh. Ah, that's cool. That does sound pretty fun, Brantley. I know Yaz has actually mentioned a desire to do something like that. Okay. Maybe cattle's next. Although we've been talking about goats so much. Anyone see that crane that just passed through frame? We've been talking about goats. We've been talking about horses, and now we've got horses. Everyone's like, what about cows? What about horses? You sons of guns. And just enjoy what we... Anyway. Let's do it. Okay. That's cool, Greer. Making your own animal feed. That's really fun. Is that a production, or do you use one of those mixer things to make... Yeah, how does making your own animal feed work? I'm pretty into that idea. Cool. Do they call it TMA? Or TMR, Total Mixed Ration? Okay, we're about to fly through this. Here comes Mr. Rubber. This job is all but over. Very nice, very nice. All right. Now, might get a full load here, then head down and do some tidy up and let you to finish the rest of this, Mr. Rubber. If that's okay with you. I'll follow you along for a bit. We've got the back broken of this one though. This is all but done. Cool. Yeah, I've used the TMR machine before, Greer. It's pretty satisfying, hey? Pretty cool to like make your own stuff or something. Okay. So, where is the dog truck? So I'm going to cut the other end off this one and then go get some scraps for us. Mr. Rubber. Bigger cultivator. For the Fiat, no. We've got two of those small ones, which we use because they're useful in the smaller fields. And then we've got the one big one that I had you on before. But if you can just hang tight, Mr. Rubber, we're very close to done here. Going to tidy up some of the little, just going to finish everyone's homework down here. I saw a few little missing. I'll straighten out. Oh. Okay. Alright, they've already been got. No matter. Well done, Sambal. Thank you for finishing the big field here. That's awesome. Isn't it the most satisfying thing once you've like finished a task like that? So cool. go get a bite out of this. There's going to be a bit of a period here where it's kind of where uniformity goes out the window. Some fields are done, some aren't. That will obviously harm us psychically, but we'll just deal with it. There we go. Farm dog running in that one, very good. I'll empty this little fucking out. In the meantime, go over and grab the other truck. Maybe grab a quick load off Mr. Rubber, depending where he's at. So close to finished. Oops. Looks like Mr. Rubber will be more or less able to hold his capacity there. Love to see it. Assuming you won't need to... Yeah, he's going to be okay. Well, he's pretty full. I've moved the earth. Exactly, Rob. We get pretty literary out here. Pretty literary? That has the makings of a Warren Zevon lyric. Pretty literary. Pretty literary, riding in a prairie. Something pretty literary. Huh. I can't remember. Yeah, we'll figure that out another time. Poetry Club. There's one for Poetry Club. Okay. Looks like that one's full. I think. 75,000 litres in that one. I do suspect that we're going to need to potentially ship some off prop. Yeah. Looks like, is that it there? One sec there, Mr. Rubber. Long grain 89k. What? Maybe try and dump it straight in there, Mr. Rubber. I think we might be good for capacity. And I'll run this one up to the thing. Well, actually, Sambo, Mr. Brantley, where are ya? Would you guys care to? You hang there, Sambo. Oh, yep, dump that stuff, Mr. Rubber. Where's the Brant loss? Oh, there you are. Jump in, Brantley. We'll get you a horse, and we'll get Mr. Sambol a horse. Assuming Mr. Sambol wants a horse. I assume that you want in on this, the horsing around type situation. Bingo. Alright. Well, whenever you want, Mr. Sambol. I think we've finished the harvest. All of this cultivating's just extra credits, so whenever you want to just fold that cultivator up and pull it to the side of the... and jump out, come meet us up at the bloody horse person. We've been calling her the horse lesbian, but I think we stopped that because it's just the fellas on prop. Unless it, I think sometimes we have permission to make that joke because when we've got like a lot of queer people on the farm, you know, Yaz and Bella or whatever. But outside of their presence, I don't think we're allowed to make that joke. It's complicated, these things. It is. Alright, we got the ute here at the horse fold if you want to run over Mr. Sambol. And just the one horse each, please, fellas. If you're interested. I assumed that you want a horse, Brantley. Oh yeah, I'll give you the... yes. Alright. Go for it, Brantley. And Rob, I think you're already... Alright, which one did you get, Brantley? Ah, Black Beauty. Very cool. Yep, Rob, I think you just actually walk up to the rear of the vehicle here and press in the... oh. Rob throwing down some game. I don't think she swings that way, brother. Traveling the world? So what can I do for you? What kind of rich kid? Do not... Be respectful, farm dog. What else can I tell you? I specialize in livestock. We got chickens, cows, sheep, pigs, horses, even bees. My one problem with farmers, blah, blah, blah. They just go on and on. They're talking about their farm, talking about their shit. Shut up. I thought you were meant to be stoic. Water buffaloes, Rob. It's true. They do exist in this game. We actually started a small water buffalo farm with Yaz as the boss, but she got sick of it. Oh yeah, so Rob, you just walk up to the back of the thing here, press in the left stick, and get yourself an animal. And you can change their name, I think. What's your animal's name? Brantley? Oh wait, we don't... have access to that yet. Bingo. Very nice. Now, if you don't mind, Farm Dog, please take it slow. We do not want to flip the trailer with the horsies in the back. Maybe you mind if I take the wheel? Okay. Sambol, if you just join us back at the horse fold, the barn, sorry. We'll unload these new horsies. Hmm. You want to move that side by side, please, Farm Dog? All right. Just everyone spacing, please, with the vehicles. Keep the vehicles away from one another. God damn it. There we go. There we are. Thank you, Rob. Yeah. I'm trying my best to back these things on up in there. There we go. We need to expand this turnaround. It's not really big enough, is it? So I think now you can just go like this. Move to husbandry. Select, move to husbandry. There we go. Just pull this on out of there. Far out. Pull this on out of there. Bang. Too easy. Too easy. There they are. Sambol, your mount awaits. I think she's down here near the gate. What her name is a mystery to me. Nifty. Ah, that's cute. Nifty and Ivory. It's an interesting name for a black horse, but okay. This one's in need of a clean. There we go. Yeah. So there you go, Rob. Mr. Brantley, you are behorsed, my liege. Here's Mr. Fast. I think me and Sandball might actually have the same type of horse, which is cool. Do we? We do. That's fun. Nifty and Mr. Fast. It makes sense. Yeah, isn't that cool, Rob? You can actually spam, if you tap R2, you can, a few times, you can bring him to a canter faster. Or to a gallop, there you go. And jump is A. If you're looking to jump free of your horsely bounds. Thank you, Greer. It was a design choice. It was a design choice we made. We were talking about clearing all the trees, but we thought, no, far cooler to have them there as a feature, you know? All right, how fun. Brantley's broken free of his horsely bounds. And ridden Ivory, the black horse, down into the fields. Pretty nice, huh? Galloping free. They don't, Rob. It's one of the beautiful things about them. You can ride them straight through the crops. They're excellent for watering the rice, because you can just ride straight across the fields. No problemo. That's how I feel about it, Greer. The reason we wanted the horses up there as well, there was a discussion about having the horses positioned down here where the recently cut in fields are, but I just thought it would be too loud for them. I didn't like the idea of it. It was upsetting to me. Yeah. Rob, nice to be back on horseback with you, mate. It's been a minute since we rode together. Ain't that something? Ain't that just something? It really, it would have been years since we rode on horseback together. Armed to the teeth, mind you, when we last did this, but riding, nonetheless. Oh. They don't like sudden. Like to keep their shit pretty consistent. The horsies. Quite a leap on them though. Quite a leap. Galloping. Absolutely galloping. I love it. I love it. Well, fellas, would you meet me at the top of the rice fields, maybe? It's a nice mating spot. The end of the stream. Can look back on our work and marvel. Regular old rancheros, Greer. You've joined this farm at an interesting time, I must say. Maybe we meet at the other top. And is it possible to fast travel the horses? I bet it is. It is not. Let's go gather the posse, Rob. Oh, there's another posse member. Rubber. Let's head. We'll go find Mr. Young Mr. Brantley, wherever he may Brant be. He's back at the prop. There he is. There's our Brant loss. Well, fellas, should we stand in the top rice fields together and just marvel at what we've done? Maybe just chill out up here. How's that sound? There we go. I love how you just see a trail of dust behind the horses. That's cool. Oh look, Brantley's horse and Mr. Sambell's horse are friends. Ah, I guess you can't clean the horses outside of the stable. Horse friends. That's nice. Well, fellas, we did it. Rubber says we can't brush them, but we sure as hell can chop them. Thank you, Greer. Greer says, congratulations everyone on getting a horse this evening. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Congratulations, everyone, on a huge harvest season, I want to say. It's no small thing getting a rice harvest pulled in. It really is a large amount of harvesting, and we fucking did a whole hell of a lot of it. Not to mention a whole bunch of cultivating, which I don't think will be too difficult to finish off in the coming months. Next on the menu, if I remember correctly, will be the planting, rolling and fertilizing of the barley field. We're also going to have a ton of deliveries to make out of the rice fold. By way of quantities, you know what, fellas, wait right here. I'll be back. I'm just going to check the actual quantities that we achieved here. So 99,000 litres, 100,000 litres there. $75,000 litres there. So 175 plus. Fuck. Plus 110,000 litres there. So 285,000 litres of rice. That's insane. That's insane. I think that's the most rice we've ever had on prop at one time. I don't remember us ever cracking the 300,000 litre mark. So fellas, I look up to you. Viewers at home, congratulations. We have a lot of rice. Huge amounts of rice, Rob. You said it. And I just saw your what you wrote, read the clip clop. Yes, I love the clip clop as well. So congrats to us on that. Next up, we plant the barley. We also need to harvest those beans, which we'll get round to. That'll be at the start of next stream, I suppose, and we'll just bash it out real quick. There's going to be a huge amount of sales to make over at the canning factory. We're going to be selling beet preserves. We're going to be selling bean preserves. We're going to be selling rice noodles. We're going to be selling wheat noodles. We're going to be selling kimchi. On top of that, the usual baked goods. Our money is about to be bumping. We're going to use that money to expand our new little animal farm up here. We're going to chop a bunch of these trees down, or, you know, a tasteful amount of these trees down. Probably, you know, we'll just use, like I said, we'll use our good taste, chop a bunch of them down, plant, and set ourselves up a little goat fold up there. Beans in a can, Rob, we're talking about beans in a can. I don't know what it means better than you. I realize that out here sometimes, that what I don't know could fill the whole ocean. And what I do know is just the tiny shadow of a whale moving over it from above, like in a David Attenborough documentary. And David Attenborough would say, there it is, tiny and insignificant. What Roy knows. We have a plan, Rubber. Project Goats. Project Goats. Jay Greer, first customer, first in line. Give me some kimchi, give me some noodles. Yum, yum, yum. I like that. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for your help today, farmers. We got a mountain of work done. Thank you to Greer for joining us in the chat. It's really nice to have this just an ongoing conversation. You know, I love it. I really love it. So thank you. And thanks to all the other viewers. You know, this is a democratic farm. We do this for you. So if next time you watch and you think to yourself, I want to bloody see this, just jump on the keyboard and tap it out. We're not afraid to have a yak. Thank you, Rob, for the Sunday shift. Thank you, Squad, for the help and encouragement. Here's to a new week. Stay safe out there, you guys. Stay positive about the future. And keep those clip cloppering. onward to a wonderful Goatly future. I can't wait. Bye-bye, everybody. I'll see you next time.